everyone, it's Samantha Graff Benmore from the Graff Group Toronto, and I am ready for another fantastic IG Live with our guests from Panama City, Casco Viejo, Old Town. And I'm just going to wait for them to join us. So they specialize in waterfront properties, and they are on projects on the beaches, they're in the city, everything. So I'm just waiting for everyone to come on, and we will get going and talk about investing and living in Panama City. And yes, you are not confused. These are different realtors that I met with and toured a property right in Old Town. And they are going to talk to us from a different place than last week. So I am just waiting to see where everybody is. I'm trying to see. Oh my goodness, I'm not wearing my glasses. I don't think that's one of them, but oh yes, it is. Hold on. Haiti, I'm gonna add you now. You have no request to join. Hold on, there we go. Okay. I just sent you the invite to join, so you just need to get that. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
Great. I'm just waiting. Is Jose and are they joining us?
I text him that I was gonna get online. Yes. Hold on one sec.
I mean, I know we confirmed it a while back, and then I sent another confirmation, so I figured they're good to go. I'm just waiting for Cheryl also. I don't see her on here yet. I literally stopped on my way somewhere, parked way, and I was like, okay, I'm going into that lobby, that party room, and I am using their space. Oh, there's Cheryl. One sec. Okay, accept.
Hold on. Is it live already? Is it out
Yeah,
already?
yeah, we are live. We are live. And there's Cheryl. Perfect. Okay. So
Hi.
Hades on. We're just waiting to see what's going on with everyone else. Otherwise, we'll just start from
Mm.
here. So I'm not sure where they are.
Okay, sounds good.
Recognize anything?
Yeah, the sweater you gave me.
Look at this. You know where I am? I had to stop.
Oh, you're in my party room.
Notice anything else? Actually, you won't be able to see from here. 3 inches I cut off.
Oh, really? Oh,
It goes only
nice.
to here.
Oh, good. Nice. All
Needed
right. What
it.
else? Yeah, I'm going tomorrow.
I'm sure everyone
But
cares about
oh,
this, but we're just having some small talk here.
well, well, we ladies have to keep ourselves looking good,
Yes, and
right?
when your hair goes dead and it's really long, you must cut it all off. Not all, but a lot.
Well,
Okay, it grows
so
back.
very long. It looks good.
Thank
And
you.
everybody else is doing.
Well,
How's the weather?
oh, the weather over in Toronto. Yes, you guys are in beautiful weather. Are we going to start without them?
Yeah, I text him, but he hasn't confirmed. I know he was in a meeting though.
No worries. Let's get
But
going
yeah.
because I don't want to do all the
Yeah.
small talk about the weather and everything.
No.
Although the weather does matter in Panama when you are looking to invest or relocate from Toronto. As you can see, I'm in a sweater and it's necessary to be in the sweater. So let's talk about I toured a property in Old Town. However, we're going to talk a little bit today about the beach life and Old Town. So, welcome to Haiti, first of all. I did a little intro before everybody got on, just so you guys know. And Haiti, how long have you been selling, representing real estate in Panama for?
Okay, well, I was born and raised in Panama. So there's the beauty about Panama is that you can have different cultures and all kinds of other nationalities also living in Panama. People that are relocating, people that are from other communities, they also come to Panama. I've been in the real estate business for over 15 years.
Mhm.
I'm a licensed real estate realtor, and I represent Punta Pacifica Realty, who are the master brokers for one of the largest international brands in Panama that are coming to develop in Panama as well. Margaritaville is at the back. And also we have Arco Properties, who are the ones in charge of other real estates in the city and as well of Casco Viejo. So very interesting, and it's a very big area where you can see a lot of tourists. There's the old, it's called the Old Town, so it's Casco Viejo, and it's an area that is protected, so you can make many changes. But the architecture there, it's beautiful, and you have different parts. So you have restaurants, you have they're doing some developments out there too. So and they're all ocean view. They most of them they have the ocean view as there as well.
Yes, which is really nice. That's the unit that I toured, and I stayed in Old Town, which I highly recommend if you're going to check it out and you're obviously just staying in a hotel. I loved it. You can walk everywhere, and you can keep busy for at least 5 nights. Steve and I can always keep busy for about 7 nights, whereas most people, I'd say 4 to 5 maybe, but we do a lot more than most people maybe, but and we like to really take it in. Um, so there are excellent restaurants, 100%. And what's interesting is because you've got to think about the old town idea, um, and like in Toronto, for those watching from Toronto, we have some like historical restrictions, heritage, we refer to them as. And that was similar, if I remember correctly, in Old Town as well. Like certain maybe windows have to be a certain type of window, or they can't even be changed, or
Yeah.
different things. There are restrictions that you have in Old Town. But when you go to the beach, from what I understand, and you do something like a brand new development like Margaritaville, you can go to town and do what you want.
Correct. In the old town Casco Viejo, it's patrimony. So yeah, you have to keep the standards, and the architecture can be touched. So you have to build in terms of that. Like the how many floors you can have there, and all that part is very important as well.
Right.
And then we have the city. Then we have the city, and then you have the beach where we're gonna have a big development coming over as well.
Yes, and that was one thing that's right. I remember in the old town, which is nice, especially when you have the big skyscrapers. Just so everyone knows, like on it's sort of like old town. I guess you could almost look at it as a circle is like here, and then the next loop outside. Like when you fly in, I was shocked how many skyscrapers there were. I wasn't expecting it. But why wouldn't I? Like, think how much business is probably done in Panama City with the canal and everything. Like, I don't know why I didn't think about it, but I just didn't expect the skyscrapers and the city line to be as dense as it was.
Correct. And I mean, it's still developing, so it's not only in the cities, also in the beach. And you can find different types of developments in Panama, condo residences, big communities, gated communities, especially also in the old town in Casco Viejo. Even though it's like protected patrimony, you can still find different condos and apartments there that could be for either rental, or you can either live in it, or you can put it also for rent in Airbnb or any other platforms.
In Margaritaville, can you tell us a little about the development? Like how many units, how many buildings, what amenities will they be offering? Is there a restaurant in the building, or everything is sort of just very close. Do people need a car
And where do
there?
you fly into?
Okay.
Right.
So, I mean, there are over 60 direct flights to Panama from either US. If there's actually one directly from Toronto.
Yeah.
So they're different. I mean, there are over 60 that are direct flights to Panama. So it's very, very convenient using Copa Airlines, which is our airline in Panama. Then we also have, then in Panama, there is infrastructure in terms of we have a metro and they're building one that goes to the beach side as well. Um, but yes, if you can have a car in Panama, it's also recommended. So you can go back and forth and travel around. If not, you can always use Uber. We have also cabs like the taxis, and to travel to the city and from the city to the beach, I mean, it's about an hour only, an hour and 10 minutes to go to the first white sand beach, which is where Margarita is going to be developed.
And that's the Uber also, just so people are aware, it's much more it's less expensive than in Toronto, at least, like for the distance and everything. I found the numbers to be a little bit less. Not as crazy as people would think, but because some people, like somebody, I remember we were with a tour guide and she said, "Oh, it'll only be like $3," and I'm like, it wasn't $3. It was like maybe like 10, but maybe she was like doing American dollars, which is like $10 for us. So, it's a little bit different because of the dollar. And that's another thing, just for people to be aware. They do function on the American
Yeah.
dollar.
Our
Um,
currency is the US dollar, correct?
yeah, yeah, they do have their own currency, but they don't
No,
really use it.
it's not used for years
It's
already. We use,
not used.
correct, US dollar.
So in Margaritaville, how many units are going to be built in that development?
It's going to be 180 condo residences of 1, 2, and 3 bedroom units. The penthouse, they're all sold out already. That includes the penthouse. And we have a total of 80 cottages, 3 bedroom cottages, and also 2 bedroom cottages, 40 and 40.
When you say cottages, do you mean one level? Is that why you're calling it a
No, they're
cottage?
actually, no, they're actually two, it's a 2-floor villa, but they're
Okay.
duplexes.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So you have
Okay.
one
They're
duplex, those
attached.
are 2 units attached, and then you have another two units, 2 villas, and also a duplex. So you have two on each. And they can
And
be 2 bedroom or 3 bedroom cottages.
and the square footage runs approximately how
Yeah.
large will it be?
For the 2 bedroom cottages, we're talking about 1,350 square feet. And then for the 3 bedroom, we're talking about 1,870 square feet.
It's a good size. That's a
And
good
they all
size.
come fully equipped with all the appliances, the air conditionings, the fixtures, so finishes in general. You'll have to only decide if you want to put the furniture from Margaritaville or if you want to equip it with your own.
So basically, they're offering a package for furniture as
Yes,
well.
to be turnkey in case you want to put it into the rental program as well.
And what about parking?
The 1, 2 condos, they come with one parking space as well as the 3 bedroom cottage and the 2 bedroom cottage. The 3 bedroom units, they come with 3 parking spaces, and the junior penthouses with 4.
Wow.
And
And oops, sorry. Go ahead, Cheryl.
sorry, price range.
That was my next question.
Per square
Price
foot.
range, yes, of course. If we're talking about a 1 bedroom, they start between 338,000. They can go as high as 350, depending on the floor and location of the unit. The 2 bedroom, they start at 375. They can go as high as 435,000. 3 bedroom units, 535. They can go as high as 614. And the cottages, on the 3 bedroom cottages, it's 467, 500, and 2 bedroom cottages, 369, 500, including the appliances and the air conditionings and the fixtures.
And are there added taxes to these prices?
Yes, the taxes are calculated based on the purchase price that is recorded in public registry. It's usually 0.5% over the purchase price if it's your first resident in first property or residence in Panama. And with that, you
And
can also apply for residency, for the visa or the pensionado, or yeah, like
right,
a residency in Panama.
because it's important for people to know. And Haiti, I'm going to just look to you for this exact number, but I think it's 300. If you spend 300 US, you can basically get a visa, and that is something you can get within 30 days, based on you purchasing something minimally at 300,000.
Correct. There are different types of visas. So depending
Right.
on each case. So for example, if it's an investor's visa, then you can buy a property for $300,000 or have a time deposit as well. And then for that you can apply for the residency visa. There's another one called the pension visa, the pensionado visa. For that, you can also buy a property, or you can also show that you're already retired, and with that paper we can apply for the pensionado visa as well. That one will take a little bit longer, but
Right.
it's also part of having a plan B.
Right. And sorry, Cheryl, did you have a question?
I was going to say that when do they expect this project to be completed?
For the margarita, will be we already started construction, so it's already like really happening, but we are going to start delivering estimated in 2027 for phase 1 and phase 2 and the
And
cottages.
something people should be aware of is that people are probably familiar with the brand of Margaritaville, but the builder behind the project varies from country to country, does it not? Or does this particular builder actually built it for Margaritaville in another country?
No, I think they do like a joint venture,
Yeah,
depending on the
that's what I
country. But
thought.
in Panama, the developer that they're using is a very recognized developer. It's called Grupo Los Pueblos (GLP). They have over 39 years doing developments in Panama, and they're actually the ones who did the man-made island in Panama called the Ocean Reef.
Oh,
Not sure if
yes,
you were able to. Yeah,
yes,
it's
yes,
a
yes.
beautiful development, very
Very
exclusive,
nice. Yeah,
very exclusive. Nobody thought it was going to happen, but it's the only man-made island in Latin America. So
yeah.
there's, you really know that they are serious and that they are very capable of also representing and building for Margaritaville in Panama
It's
as well.
something we didn't get to see, but it's on our list when we go
Oh,
back to go
definitely.
to Ocean Reef.
You feel
Yeah,
like
we
you're
didn't do the
in
beach.
another country, but it's amazing.
Yeah.
Really beautiful.
What about down payment and payment schedule? Because different builders have different schedules for payment as you go along.
Okay, so for this development, we're taking $5,000 fully refundable deposits to secure one of the units now that we're in pre-construction before we um, go out there and inform that we've already started construction. So it will be $5,000 fully refundable deposit, no risk. At that moment, we send the purchase agreement. And at the moment you sign the purchase agreement, then it will be the first 10% minus the $5,000, right? And then when construction begins, will be the other 10%. 6 months after we begin construction, another 10%, that makes it 30%. And the remaining 10% to complete 40% down payment would be 12 months after we begin construction. And the remaining balance, 60%, due at delivery.
Got it.
Okay, good.
And the other thing we didn't mention was, I don't know if you guys, we call them maintenance fees here. Is it home ownership
I
fees
know, yeah.
there?
It's an HOA,
Yeah,
correct. Homeowners Association. It would be for the condos, 51 cents per square foot. And for the cottages, it's 2 bedroom, $400 monthly, including the gardening, and 3 bedroom cottages, 425, including the gardening as well.
got it. Okay. Okay. And Cheryl, do you have any other questions?
So access to the beach from where it's being built.
It's being built on the beach, isn't it, this one?
It's right there on
Right.
the beach.
Okay.
It's in a beach called Playa Caracol, about an hour and 10-minute drive. Um, so it's 7 Mile beachfront. So every unit, every condo residences have ocean view, and the cottages are located behind the residences, the condos. They don't have ocean view, but you're walking distance, 1 3 minute walking distance to the beach, and they can also enjoy from all the resort amenities from the development.
And then is it a gated community? Like, is it gated before people come in, like security and everything to
Yes,
come onto the actual property?
correct. There's a gated community there. At the moment, there is one to go into Playa Caracol and the residences because there are already developments there.
Okay.
And there's also a hotel that Radisson just branded up, one of the hotels that we had there that were from the developer. They just branded it up. So there's a gated community, and it's all, I mean, and the cottages as well, they're going to be separate, and they're also going to have a gated community as well.
And is there a golf course
I was just gonna
nearby?
ask. I was waiting.
Not yet, but the vision plan will include a golf course, yes.
Yeah.
And many
Okay.
other amenities and many other things that are coming along to that beach because we want to make this place the next beach destination in Panama.
Right. So the bars, the restaurants, all of that will probably be built up over the next few
Oh yeah,
years.
well we're the 500 Summer Bar and Grill actually is already built, and we're gonna start doing some events out there to bring more attention and create more awareness that we're there. So yeah, we're gonna probably have more restaurants. There's gonna be a beach club as well for Margaritaville. So be
How
very
many,
interesting.
sorry, how many units do you know already have contracts on them, have been sold?
Yes, we have a total of 70% sold
Oh,
already
Wow.
of people
great.
that are signed, and it's a done deal. So because we are going by phases, right? So we started with phase one, phase two of the condo residences and the cottages. Then we launched the phase three, which were the 3 bedroom condos, and then we went to the 2 bedroom cottages that we just launched about a month ago. So we're about 70% sold
Wow.
already, sold out.
That's amazing.
Oh
Good
yeah.
for you guys.
I'm gonna be in
Do you,
Toronto.
Amazing.
Actually, I'm gonna be in Toronto on April 10th until the 14th. So in case anybody's interested, I'll be more than happy to assist while
Yeah.
I'm there.
If anybody watching this wants us to introduce you to Haiti, by all means, please reach out to Cheryl or myself and we'll connect you with Haiti. And maybe you'll even meet up with her in Toronto. We are. We're hoping to at least. No, we have a date. Okay, so thank you so much for your time.
thank
We
you.
really appreciate it. We look forward to seeing you in April, and let's see what we can do with the rest of the units available. By all
Excellent.
means, everybody, we will see you. Oh, actually, we will not maybe see you next week. I have a photo shoot for something else, so I might not be available next week. But the following week, we have Jordana Telsky, Wilson Estates lawyer, on April 8th, which, by the way, everyone, it's Cheryl Graff's birthday. April 8th, mark that down. So we will all see you. And thank you again, Haiti. We appreciate it. Everybody have an awesome week, and we'll see you next week right here, 1 p.m.
Thank you.
Bye.